You asked how a gal like Gretchen would fall for yuts like me? I took her dancing.
Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. All my women love me, all my women love me. All my women love me, you ain't messing with my Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie.
I think that's the misconception. People thinking that this is the height of my career. 35, in my prime, doing what I love to do, doing it to the best of my ability, and I think because of that, the opportunities and the projects only get better and only get bigger. I'm honestly excited about my future and excited about what's to come. You know, challenging myself and taking on projects that can propel me to a different level is what I'm about and what I do. So I'm excited, and people should understand I work hard for a reason. You know, the ultimate goal for me is to become a mogul, and you can't do that or become that by sitting down and by not constantly moving forward. I think it's what's in you as a person. You know, I think some people have a hard time setting realistic goals. You know, setting realistic goals means that you set things that are achievable, and when you achieve a goal that you set, it motivates you to set another goal. But it's steps, it's baby steps. You don't knock it all out in one fell swoop. You know, I think it's a long road to get to where you ultimately want to be. So if directing is where you want to be, the first goal should be establishing yourself in an environment with other people who aspire to do the same thing. Because what that does is you guys motivate each other. When you're around people who have a passion for what you have a passion for, you guys constantly figure out ways as a group to do, to make each other better. Goal number one's accomplished. Now, okay, hey, I need to get a camera. Let me save my money to get a camera. When I get a camera, work on my craft by doing what it is I'm learning from school and whatever else. It's a free world to where you can have content and have content surface virally for free. There's no cost for it. People like your stuff. Oh my God, I'm now building a fan base on my own. I got 50 people who like what I did. 50 people turns into 500 people. 500 people turn into 2,000 people. 2,000 people turns into 5,000 people. The number keeps growing, and this is just something that you're working on. These are baby steps. After accomplishing those baby steps, now I have a piece of product that I want to put together because people like my stuff. I can now go get other people to probably be in my stuff. How do I reach out to these people? That's it. People don't understand it's that simple. But so many people are afraid of that long journey in the middle. You know, I'm 18, 19 years in now. My last 3 to 4 have been amazing. What about the 14 to 15 before that? You know, and that's what people don't see, that's what people don't understand. That's why right now I walk with my head held high, and I'm happy because I stayed true to what I believed in. That's what it's about. Here's the thing, and I love this question. Of course you're acting, you know. You're doing lines off of paper, and it's your job to make those lines believable. It's your job to make a character real in any movie. What I do is I put myself in a situation, and how would I act? How can I come across different? How can I show levels? How can I be personable? How can I be vulnerable? How can I drive a story? You know, I think now at this point, people have to acknowledge the fact that, oh, okay, Kevin can act a little bit. He's all right. We've seen him in different projects where he's different people. Ride Along, Think Like a Man 1, 2, About Last Night, just to name a few. I mean, Wedding Ringer, you have so many things from the past. I'm a completely different version of myself from Real Husbands of Hollywood. You have to have levels. For Jimmy Callahan, going into Big Mitchum, going into the Jewish guy, they're characters. It's just in a comedic light. Unless unless they are asking me to play a role in 300 and a period piece where I have to, thou art of the, I can be versions of what I create for myself, which is dope, because you just show levels. That's it. I think when that's said, it's kind of unfair to, you know, quote unquote Black Hollywood, because you do what you can, which is really what's in your power, which the power that we have is social media. By drawing attention, by posting, by retweeting, by being a voice, posting a video, just our opinion helps other people do the same. It's a trickle effect. That's how the events become massive events. It's okay, we're the marches, the retweets, the things, the word of mouth, that's how things spread. I don't think people understand how powerful that social media platform is. Here's my perspective, in my opinion. I love to love. I love to see people happy. The steps that we took in 2014 with all the problems that were occurring with young black men, with the cops and the deaths of those people in those incidents, I feel like we as people took a step backwards. As people. I don't like the race wars. I don't like the black men, the white cops. I don't like it. I don't even, to discuss it, it puts a weird feeling in my stomach. It puts a bad taste in my mouth, because I love people, and I want us as people to do better. I feel like we can do better. We're capable of doing better. And these incidents has put us in a place where we've drawn light to a situation that needed light shined on and drawn to it, to where now it's a focusing point, to where now the law enforcement has to be aware of the way that they handle themselves and the way that they handle people. You can't be as reckless as you were because of the situations that have happened. You got to find a positive in every negative. And I think the one positive is that moving forward, I think we're not looking at these problems happening anymore because of the effect that they have on us as a culture, as a society. And with that being said, you just want to see people be respected as individuals. Flat out. Flat out. In a perfect world, this whole race, color barrier thing wouldn't exist. You know, let's love and appreciate people for being what they are, humans, human beings. That's what I'm about. That's what I love. That's what I stand for. That's what me as a talent, that's what I'm put here for. I'm a multicultural entertainer. I appeal to everyone.
I like that.
It's not just
a
multicultural entertainer. It's not just specific to one race, one group, one society. It's everybody. So with that being said, you know, I just want people to understand that, you know, in Hollywood, I think people expect a lot from just entertainers in general. Don't pick out one thing to say that Black Hollywood isn't doing. Look at all the things that we are doing. Look at all of the things that people do. How much time do you donate? What do you give back to? What are you trying to help build? What are you providing to? What financial situations have you donated to make better? I think people take one thing. We didn't see nobody from Black Hollywood step up and do that. They need to do more. You sure? You sure that people aren't involved here? I saw J. Cole at the march. I saw Russell Simmons. I saw Nas. I saw every basketball team in the NBA put on T-shirts. I saw LeBron James speak out. I think Derrick Rose was the first one to walk out with a T-shirt on. So people need to really look in and see what's going on and how things have exploded and become what they are. That's a tough question, because the answer to that is yes and no. You know, I think as a comedian, people fell in love with the fact that, oh my God, this guy's funny on stage, and now it's transferred into films. You want to see that version of me that you've seen on stage. You want to see that guy. I've yet to be that guy in a movie. This is the first time that I've had the opportunity to be that version of funny. Edgy, raw, uncut. No holds barred. But then at the same time, I ground it by having levels. With that being said, no, I don't feel boxed in. But I do want to be able to go, this is motherfucker, hey. I do want to be able to do that, to say that I've done it in my career. With the exception of About Last Night, I haven't had a edgy R-rated film that I've just been the sole lead in. This is my first one. That's why this is such an important movie to me. That's why people need to see it, because it's so much more than what people are going to expect it to be. That title, Wedding Ringer, I think people may assume it's one thing, but when you see it, it's so not what you expect it to be. It's so much more.
I'm glad you're a great dancer.
Oh. I used to cut a rug back in my time for my knees got bad. Yeah, I want another baby. You know, I'm engaged. I'm getting married. I know that my wife-to-be wants a baby, and you know, I would love to give her a baby. With my kids now, I live for them. You know, you see me work as hard as I work for them. It's building a legacy for them. I want them to have everything that I didn't, the opportunities that I didn't. I want them to see what their dad does and how much hard work, blood, sweat, and tears he puts into his craft to get what he wants. That's only going to show them what they should do, following my footsteps, whether it be what I do for a living or just how my passion is in what I believe in, which is accomplishing what I set out to do. That's something that's said in my house so much. If you start something, finish it. Why are you doing this? What's the outcome that you want? Okay, how do we make this happen? That's what my kids learn now at a young age. So they understand that daddy's very much in control of what he's doing, and they know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Right now, you know, Philadelphia is very important to me. You know, I mean, if you've noticed or if you look it up, I've donated large sums of money to educational programs in Philadelphia, just to youth facilities, just trying to build up where I'm from. Also, you know, cancer, losing my mom to cancer, that's something that's, you know, definitely taking a lot of my time, and donating time, money as well, just to cancer research. Last but not least, I would say, you know, Chris Paul, big humanitarian, you know, guy is always giving back. Teaming up with him on different things, just being positive and showing the youth that, hey, guys like myself care, and our time is valuable, but what's more important is showing other people that you too can get to be wherever you want by doing X, Y, and Z. We're here to personally tell you that, personally show you that. Anything that I can be a part of, I am. Starting my own, I just have to sit down so I can have the time, because it takes about a year to really get a foundation going and get it to where you want. And if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. I don't want to half-ass it. I don't want to jump in and jump out. I want it to be right. So I'm just patiently waiting for that right time for me to do the right thing.